Welcome back, everyone, to another segment of the MCR, Mac and me. My name's TJ, and in this segment, just kind of like to share our thoughts, the aftermath of. I keep going back to the Democrats' response, the assassination, the murder of this United Healthcare CEO, Brian Thompson, I believe is his name. And what just blows my mind is how, for the most part, I'm not going to say every Democrat, but the hard leftists for sure seem to be idolizing this. And I have no problem saying this piece of excrement's name, Luigi Mangione. Okay, as if you note my sarcasm in the pronunciation. Okay, you know, they seem to be putting this guy on a pedestal, and, and it disconcerts me. Though I will tell you, I'm not surprised.
No,
It's
not at all.
it's just the latest example of and I'm going to go back to and I think it was in 2005, Mac. You and I were talking about the Terry Schiavo situation and how I came into work one morning aghast, saying, "Mac, they want this woman dead."
Yeah,
And
it clearly wasn't about any burden on the healthcare system or any of that. They just love death.
I know, and you know, I I know it. I know that situation's off topic, but it goes to my premise of they're just the party of death. And if you have an inconvenient pregnancy, well, that thing can go bye bye. And if you're not on the same page as us, well, perhaps you need to take a dirt nap. You know,
Yeah,
and
right.
it's just this. If you're not on board with us, for whatever the issue may be, if you're not on board with us, you just got to go.
I think it's
And
about everybody, about every issue. If you're not 100% with them, then you're 100% against them, and they don't mind killing you. But we've seen this historically. Everywhere where there's communism, and in many cases socialism, you have massive amounts of death to the tune of hundreds of millions of people who didn't want to go along, so they had to go.
oh
This is the
yeah,
mindset of the far left.
and it's just like I said, I heard about this, and there was a definite discomfort about what I was hearing, but then I wasn't really surprised. And to bring this full circle in the political arena, and we're supposed to reach across the aisle to this mindset.
Well,
Oh,
it's like that
give me a
coexist.
break.
It's like that coexist bumper sticker, and this goes
Yeah.
to the immaturity of these people. Coexist. Well, when one of the symbols wants the other symbol off the face of the earth, how are you going to coexist? Grow
And
up.
and to if there's an upside to this issue, and I'm gonna I'm gonna alter this guy's title a little bit. Uh, the Breakfast Club, Charlemagne the Blasphemer, I'll call him. If you know what, yeah, I
Yeah,
thank you
I
for
get
that
it.
little snicker there. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Charlemagne the Blasphemer. Even he has said, "Hey, man, this ain't good. This isn't good." So, does it take something like this to wake up the Charlemagnes out there? You know,
Well, it seems to be he's getting quite a few wake up calls here in the last few months. But you know, here's what they never consider. What if people on our side of the aisle adopt this philosophy as
oh
well?
yeah. My
Maybe
my
somebody like
concern,
Charlemagne the God wouldn't be walking the streets anymore.
yeah. I just
And let me say this: we don't endorse any violence against anyone.
my concern is there could be those on our side who have become so frustrated that I don't know. You know what? This is where civil wars begin. You know,
Yeah,
and you know, and then you know, right. playing out virtually at the same time. You got the Daniel Penny thing with the Jordan Neely. They're trying to put this guy away for a murder, which by any common sense approach, you would view as a chivalrous act. Of course, we can't have chivalry out there, you know?
No. Well, it's masculine toxicity.
Oh, yeah. And
defending the women on the subway and perhaps the weaker men. Well, that can't be had. Just let the guy do what he wants. If he wants to kill somebody because they won't give him his their lunch money, so what? He's a Michael Jackson impersonator.
So, it was just interesting to see these two things playing out simultaneously. The idolizing of a murderer and the vilification of a chivalrous person, and I really thought it was kind of cool that J.D. Vance invited the guy to that Army Navy game, and by J.D. Vance making Daniel Penny his guest, he in essence became Donald Trump's guest because they're all in the same suite,
Right.
And so through J.D. Vance, he becomes a guest of Donald Trump, and J.D. Vance, ex-Marine or once a Marine, always a Marine. Yes, I know. And then Daniel Penny, so you got Marine brothers in arms there, and I just thought if there was any way to make amends, I thought it was really cool that he went to the Army Navy game with the president and the vice president, and I'll leave all this. I'll leave all my thoughts at that. Your thoughts? Any final thoughts, Mac?
Well, they believe in the death culture. They want to depopulate the planet. They want to kill anybody who doesn't get in line with their thinking because they cannot accept any other thought process other than their own. Like I said, it's a matter of massive immaturity. It's like giving a gun to a 3-year-old. These people.
And we're supposed to compromise with this mindset. And you know what? Lest I connect the dots here, that's what upsets me with the rhinos. They just well,
the rhinos have been exposed. There is the uniparty in this country, and they're only out for themselves, their personal gain. And we all know who they are: the Liz Cheneys, the Susan Collins, Lisa Murkowski. Now, you might add Joni Ernst to that now, among others.
Yeah,
Lindsey Graham.
Joni Ernst, and this is off topic, but I was watching someone's segment, and I don't know if it was Rubin or one of those guys from the Daily Wire, I want to say, referencing Joni Ernst, saying that back in 2016 or something, whenever she was running, how one of her political ads was she needs to go to D.C. Oh, she raises hogs, so she knows how to cut pork. I said, and then she goes to D.C. and becomes exactly what she supposedly said she opposes back in 2016.
The rumor
D.C. corrupts anyone that goes there, really.
The rumor is that she wants to be Secretary of Defense. Yeah, and that if she doesn't get that job, she's going to shoot down anybody they appoint.
Well, I don't think she has a snowball's chance in Hades of getting it. Not that that's out of the bag, but now we're way off.
In fact, if I were the Senate Majority Leader, I would primary her ass, and I'd make sure she didn't see a dime of Republican money ever again. Well,
Charlie Kirk, Dan Bongino, those are the ones I listen to, and I'm sure there's others are already saying, "Hey, man, you're getting primaried," which kudos to them.
Yep.
All right. I guess that's it for this topic. Thanks everyone for your support, and we'll catch you in the next rant of ours. As always, be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on me.